Why do you keep smiling so big?
We're all on the same page. Dexter and I recorded this video in January 2022 when we were still dating. At the time, we got a request from a subscriber asking how I knew that he was someone for me, so we decided to do a whole video discussing a few things that we looked for in each other. As you all know, we have since gotten engaged, so it was very sweet to look back at this footage of us discussing what made us fall for each other in the first place. Hope you enjoy.
Hey lovely ladies, Christians, and crazy kids. Thanks for joining us today. This is my boyfriend Dexter. We asked you all to ask us questions for us, what type of videos you wanted to see. So today we're gonna give a few reasons why we felt like we were a good fit for each other. I feel like the first thing that let me know that you are someone that I wanted in my life long term was just the amount of comfort and security I felt with you. I don't think I've ever been around someone who made me feel so protected and so comfortable with being myself. Like, regardless if I'm having my goofy moments or like my serious moments or even my mood swing moments, like, sure, I feel like there's always like a level of vulnerability that I'm able to have with you. Even like as often as I cry, which you know is like triggered by a range of things. Yes. Never shamed me for it. Anytime I have like a crying moment, it's just always like, all right, bring it in, or you just talk me through it or whatever. And it's little things like that for me that just make me feel like you've always like created a safe place for me. And just as far as like just feeling like security with a man, I just don't feel like I ever have to like question your intentions or how willing you are to provide for the family or like step up as a leader and everything. You've just shown that in so many ways to where I don't feel like I constantly have to be this super strong woman. I've been a independent woman for most of my adult life, and to be honest, although I'm proud of it, it's not something that I want to have to do for the next 10 to 20 years, if I'm being honest. And it feels great that I have someone that I feel so comfortable with just taking that lead and just like being like, hey, be the girlfriend, be wifey type of thing, and like let me take care of it.
For sure.
So that's my number one.
Okay, I like it. Man. Whew. I don't know if it's going to be a tearjerker or not. I don't know. So I would say outside of those main, I'll say values or checklist items that people come with. So for me, like someone that has to know God, someone that's honest, somebody that's loyal, somebody that wants kids, someone that is motivated, someone that's intelligent, pretty. Outside of those kind of things, also speaks to, for me personally, I'll say my first one is consistency. So even though someone may be honest, I have to see that consistently. Yeah. And even though that someone is, like for instance, like as you just mentioned, allowing someone to lead, right? Man, giving someone that space before I give you that title, I got to see that consistently from someone. So being able to say, man, has said that, like, hey, I love the way that you lead, but is she providing that space to be able to do those kind of things? Space to have fun. Like, okay, we had fun. Was this a one-time fling, or was this consistently something that we can do? That thing of being able to go to the lake and just have a date. What is that thing called? Like, I call it meat and cheese and all. It's like charcuterie.
Oh, the board?
Yeah, what is it called?
Yeah.
Sure. That snack board.
Charcuterie?
Yes. That, like, I'm still hungry, but this has fulfilled for 2 hours board. That board. Being able to do something simple like that. Playing the games. Things like consistently, even just having a good time outside of any kind of sexual endeavors. Things in the sense of being able to sit there and play the game. Be able to, like I said, go to the lake. Be able to walk around the furniture store and just have a good time consistently. All kind of things, even just and our last thing I'll say, just to keep it concise and short, right? If someone says, man, hey, your lady has a good head on her shoulders, like I really like that she comes with intelligence and things, before I give that mark of saying, or of approval, or saying, yeah, you know you're right, I see that consistently, but providing opportunities to be able to see that kind of stuff and being able to see it and say it for myself. Like, there's so many times I still tell her, hey, you so smart. You're so smart. You're so smart. And it's not like a what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know.
Condescending?
Condescending type of thing. Like literally when I say it, I truly mean it, just due to the fact that it's certain things I might be thinking about, and she brings it up and it's like you're so smart. That's a phenomenal idea. I didn't even think about that. But to be able to consistently do that, man, that's what showcases that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least one of the things.
So my number 2 thing I would say is the balance. Let me know that this is something that I wanted for a long time.
For sure.
And I just feel like there's a range of things, like the balance of effort that we put into each other was extremely important to me. The balance of, you know, just time and energy and commitment that we both put into it. I don't know, I feel like we've always been at a place where we've always communicated what we want, what are our future goals, where we stand with each other, how we feel, and it's really created this balance. And even personality wise, him being extroverted, me being introverted, the way we approach confrontation is a little bit different, where he might be more aggressive and I might be the one who's like listening more and things like that. You know what I mean? Like you feel more comfortable stepping into the role of a leader versus I like someone who can like instruct me type of thing. Like, I don't know. I just feel like we have this natural balance that works with us. Not saying it's completely perfect, but I think even when we have challenging moments, it's because of the way we balance each other that we're able to just like get through it super quick to where it doesn't even seem like a major issue.
For sure. So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and I just feel like that balance also lends to me seeing the potential to build, because with you being someone, I don't know, it just in a lot of ways you balance me. Like, even though I'm someone who's great at managing my own like finances, I've never had to ask anybody for money. Like, I've always had a savings and stuff like that. I've always wanted someone who was really financially smart so that I can know what to do with all the money that I'm saving. And he does that so well. And it's just stuff like that that lets me know that even in the ways that I may not necessarily be totally struggling, he still has a way of evening me out to where I feel like as a unit we feel good. And I guess that's the biggest thing. As a unit, I feel like we mesh well together, and then we also show a lot of great potential to grow and not really remain the same people that we are today. I genuinely feel like the balance that we have allows us to bring different things out of each other, so that we have grown into like totally, we're the same, but we've really grown into different people. I feel like that's a big thing, because I think we were both solid people when we first met each other.
Absolutely. I know you. Hey, listen. I'm all yes, absolutely. So and ironically, that was my second as well.
Oh,
so,
was it?
Yeah. I in my head I was going yin and yang type thing.
Yeah.
And what I'll say is we are able to step into roles when necessary.
Yeah.
So with, as you're saying, like, oh, you need time or a space to be directed, and I lead. But at the same time, you provide moments in which where you're the lead and I'm getting direct, like you two with it, like this whole paradigm. Like I'm like, yeah, you gonna have to tell me what to do. Yeah, to sit right here, do this, straighten your head up. And those are just surface level things, right?
Yeah.
But even in the sense of job wise, where I share with you with being in a leadership role, like, man, this person is not where I, like, they're doing this, they're doing this, they're doing that, and you're like, how about you provide them the skills in which where you need to them be? And it's like, bet. So I think and the way I worded it, or the thought of in my head is you push where I need to pull, or you push and I pull, or I push where you need to pull type thing. Yeah. So it's those different dynamics of pulling those strings and saying, hey, I'm going to push you to be better, or you're going to push me to be better. But, and then yet again, the consistency part of it, right? Yeah. Being consistent at that is stepping into that role of saying, hey, this is what I need from you, or hey, this is what you need to do for me, whatever it may be, and not just a one-time fling thing of you take the role, the reins, and then that next time it comes up, you're like, nope, I'm good at this. It's just so being able to see and know where you need to step in, where you provide space for me to do certain things. So yeah, the yin and the yang. Yeah. So like, yeah. For sure.
My number 3 thing, and mind you, these are not like all the things we looked for in each other, but we didn't want this video to be an hour. So I guess the last thing that that really resonated with me is just the level of care and thoughtfulness that you show. I don't think I've ever met anyone who's so considerate and pays attention to so much detail and really just takes on the things that I care about. Like, you're probably the first person that I've ever known to be like, hey, when was the last time you checked on your parents? Or, hey, when was the last time you hung with your friends? Or, hey, how are your brothers doing? You told me about this. And even the stories I tell you about at work, like if I don't talk about one of the boys I work with for a while, you're just like, hey, how's our guy doing? Even though you don't even know like specific details about them, it's just you've always had a level of investment and care and the things I'm passionate about. Like he's constantly been like, hey, you get really excited when you talk about what you used to do on YouTube. Are you ever going to go back to that? And asking me about photography. He was the one who was really pushing for me to like come up with like the whole rebrand and LLC, and you say you don't like your website, are you going to redo that? And I don't know, that you providing that consistent just investment has really made me believe more in myself and be more consistent with my efforts towards taking care of myself and the people that I care about. And I don't know, it's just even the little things, like Brandy is so attached to you, and although like she's just a dog, like I think it speaks volumes that you really do treat her just as good, if not better, in some ways than I do. And it is because you genuinely want her to be taken care of, and she's just a dog to some people. And so it just speaks a lot about your character and who you are and just how much you care and just the little things you've done. Like I remember it was one time I had cramps. Yeah. Super duper bad, and I just had reached my end. I washed my hair and I just broke down crying. It's just like I can't even detangle it because I'm in so much pain right now. And he was like, just tell me what I need to do. And he sat there for like 2.5 hours detangling my hair, and it's something he never done before. And it's just like, that's not something someone wants to sign up for. I don't even want to do my own dang hair, but it's like you kept a positive attitude. You're like super excited, like how am I doing, and stuff like that. And it's just like, I don't know, it's so many of those little moments that I have to look back on when you really just stepped up just solely out of care for me, that you just went above and beyond just to make sure I was taken care of. So for sure, I don't think I've ever been in a friendship, relationship, anything outside of like the love your parents give you, where I felt like someone really does care about everything, every bit of me.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it. And honestly, when we first got this question, I was like, I cannot highlight a specific moment that I'm thinking like, oh yeah, this was the moment. But the more and more you speak about certain things, more and more moments come up, even to the point like highlighting the thing of how you breach or broach conflict compared to how I do. You're like, aggressive compared to, because with thinking about cramps, I also remember going to Walmart and getting a heating pad.
Oh,
and got into a confrontation with that woman.
He was about to go off on this lady because the heating pad she gave was malfunctioning. And he was like, hey, my lady got some cramps, so we gonna need to fix this up. You got an outlet, let's plug it in. Like,
wasn't leaving again. Y'all gonna have to figure something out right now, because I'm not going home again with a broken heating pad, like in the middle of Walmart. Like
I wasn't present to calm down, y'all.
Went through three customer service reps. Yeah, y'all had to go to news. Sir, we can't open this until you. Yeah, okay. Watch this. There you go. Like, we got to think this about it. So on that sets me up specifically for my last thought of things that let me know that you will be a great fit for me, that person. Being able to handle both worlds. So both worlds for me specifically, right? So you got Calm Cool Collective, but I'm also from the city. So it's one of those things. Literally have on college right now, Tuskegee University. It's fine. From that side of things, professional, work ethic, amazing. But at the same time, from the city, you got siblings, and being able to come from both sides of the world, and being able to, I won't necessarily say handle that. Like you're not going to step into certain things, but at the same time, that doesn't scare you about it. Yeah. So when me and my siblings and I are talking about random city stuff or speaking about what we do on 4th of July or New Year's, or going to my family's house and seeing how they
kick back
themselves. Yes, at that kickback. You know, my brothers and stuff at the house chilling, relaxing. You know, and seeing how you just was able to step into that element. Like I said, it was just one of those moments of like, okay, never seen this world, but hey, I'm here here type thing. And so being able to step in both sides of the world. Or knowing that I'm step in both sides of those worlds. I can hit you with what's happening type thing, but at the same time, greetings and salutations. I can do that, right? You see? So being able to do that, and yet again, you're not afraid of that. So it was like, I need somebody that's not on one side of the field or on the other side. I can't have two ratchet and like,
who can embrace
like
the difference.
For sure. Embracing from you, but even for me to you. Can't have one on that ratchet side of the spectrum or two like, you know, what
uppity.
Is it? Man, like Bel Air type thing, and you're like, I don't know what to do in these ones. Like, I can't. I need someone that balances it out. So, those are my things.
This was a cute video, y'all.
Sure.
If you have any more questions for us to provide insight, obviously we haven't been together 10 years and everything, but we met during quarantine in a very 2020 way. To me, I think we have a pretty healthy relationship. And I think that, I don't know, dating is hard. We're both in our very early 30s, just turned 30 basically, and are trying to figure out how to navigate the world after we have some life experience and dating experience and have gone through trials and losses and all that stuff. So I would be happy to provide some insight, just because I know that so many of you are growing up with us in the same boat and really just trying to find people to connect with. And so we just wanted to provide insight on how we felt about each other and how we decided that we were people that we just wanted to invest in long term. And we hope the same for you all. We hope that you find someone just right for you.
For sure.
With that said, we'll see you lovely ladies, gorgeous gents, and crazy kids soon. Kenny loves ya.